Hey, welcome back to Curiosity. In today's video, we're going to explore 10 foods you should avoid if you're aiming for a flat stomach. These foods not only contribute to weight gain, but can also affect your overall health. Let's dive in and find out what you should be steering clear of for a healthier, leaner body. Some of your favorites might be on the list. Number 1. Sugary foods and beverages. First on our list are sugary foods and beverages. These include sodas, candies, and even some fruit juices. High sugar intake leads to insulin resistance, which promotes fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Studies have shown that sugary beverages are linked to an increased risk of obesity and metabolic diseases. For example, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that sugar-sweetened beverages increase visceral fat. Moreover, sugary drinks often contain high fructose corn syrup, which has been shown to significantly increase belly fat in both adults and children. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation highlights how high fructose intake leads to increased fat accumulation in the liver and abdominal area.
Oh no!
Opt for water, herbal teas, or unsweetened beverages to reduce sugar intake. Also, be cautious of healthy drinks like smoothies and sports drinks that might contain hidden sugars. So next time you're tempted by that fizzy soda, remember, your abs are saying, just water, please. Number 2, fast food and fried foods. Next, let's talk about fast food and fried foods. These are often high in trans fats, which are known to increase belly fat and inflammation. Research indicates that trans fats, found in items like fries and burgers, can lead to significant weight gain and a larger waist circumference. A study by the American Heart Association highlights the detrimental effects of trans fats on heart health and body composition. Fast foods are also typically high in sodium, which can cause water retention and bloating. A study in the journal Hypertension found that high sodium intake is directly associated with increased abdominal bloating. Choose grilled or baked options and try to prepare meals at home to control the ingredients. Incorporate more whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats to maintain a balanced diet. Those golden fries may be tempting, but your waistline is whispering, stick to the salad, buddy. Number 3, white bread and refined grains. We all know that bread is delicious, but white bread and refined grains are also responsible for generating extra fat. These foods have been stripped of their fiber and nutrients, causing rapid increases in blood sugar levels. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that higher consumption of refined grains is associated with increased visceral fat. Whole grains, on the other hand, are linked to a lower risk of obesity and better weight management. Refined grains also have a high glycemic index, which means they can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels, leading to increased hunger and overeating. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, diets high in refined grains are linked to increased risk of chronic diseases, such as type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Switch to whole grains like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat bread for a healthier option. Incorporate a variety of whole grains into your diet to ensure you're getting a range of nutrients. Think of white bread as that flaky friend that never shows up when you need it. It's time to find a more reliable whole grain. Number 4, alcohol. Alcohol consumption can also contribute to a beer belly. Alcohol is metabolized differently than other nutrients, often being stored as fat. A study in the journal Obesity Reviews found a correlation between alcohol intake and abdominal fat. Additionally, alcohol can increase appetite and lower inhibitions, leading to overeating. Alcoholic beverages are also often high in empty calories, providing little to no nutritional value. Research from the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism shows that alcohol can disrupt sleep patterns, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy weight. Limit alcohol intake and choose lower-calorie options when you do drink. Be mindful of portion sizes, and try to alternate alcoholic drinks with water to stay hydrated and reduce overall consumption. Remember, friends, when it comes to your waistline, it's best to keep the beer belly at bay. Your future abs will thank you. Number 5, processed foods and canned goods. Processed foods and canned goods are often high in sodium and preservatives, which can lead to water retention and bloating. According to the CDC, excessive sodium intake is linked to increased water retention and higher blood pressure. This can make you feel and look bloated. Processed foods are also typically low in essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in processed foods are associated with an increased risk of obesity and metabolic syndrome. Opt for fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables, and cook meals from scratch whenever possible. Reading labels carefully can help you choose products with lower sodium and no added preservatives. Think twice before grabbing that canned soup. It might be sneaking in more salt than the ocean. Number 6. Carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks, including diet sodas, can cause gas and bloating, making the stomach appear larger. A study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that carbonated drinks can cause significant bloating and discomfort. Even diet sodas, which are low in calories, can be problematic. Research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society suggests that artificial sweeteners in diet sodas may contribute to increased belly fat over time. Choose flat water or herbal teas to avoid the bloating effects of carbonation. If you crave bubbles, consider sparkling water without added sugars or sweeteners. Those bubbles may look fun and delicious, but try to drink in moderation. Number 7. Sweets and confectioneries. Sweets and confectioneries are loaded with sugars and unhealthy fats that can contribute to weight gain. A study in the journal Circulation found that high sugar intake is directly linked to obesity and metabolic syndrome. Frequent consumption of sweets can also lead to dental problems and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. According to the World Health Organization, reducing sugar intake to less than 10% of total daily calories can significantly improve overall health. Satisfy your sweet tooth with fruits or small amounts of dark chocolate. Look for recipes that use natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup in moderation. Next time you reach for that candy bar, ask yourself, is it worth? Number 8. Full-fat dairy products. Milk is delicious, both in smoothies and with cereals. But full-fat dairy products contain high amounts of saturated fat, which can contribute to increased belly fat. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition suggests that full-fat dairy can lead to an increase in abdominal fat compared to low-fat alternatives. In addition to saturated fats, some full-fat dairy products are high in calories, which can contribute to overall weight gain. The Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommend choosing low-fat or fat-free dairy options to reduce calorie and fat intake. Switch to low-fat or non-dairy alternatives like almond milk or Greek yogurt. These options can provide similar nutritional benefits, with fewer calories and less saturated fat. Number 9. Hormone-disrupting foods. Soy is a tasty food and widely used in Asian cuisine. Who hasn't tried adding a little soy sauce to sushi? It's delicious. But it is true that there are foods that can interfere with hormones and contribute to weight gain and abdominal fat. In this case, soy products contain phytoestrogens that can mimic estrogen in the body. A study in the journal Endocrine Reviews indicates that phytoestrogens can affect hormone balance, potentially leading to increased fat storage in the abdominal area. Other hormone-disrupting foods include those high in BPA, such as certain canned goods and plastic packaged foods. BPA is an endocrine disruptor that can interfere with hormone function and metabolism. According to research published in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives, exposure to BPA is linked to increased risk of obesity and metabolic disorders. Moderate your intake of soy products and choose organic, hormone-free options when possible. Avoid foods and drinks packaged in plastic containers that contain BPA. Opt for fresh whole foods in glass or BPA-free containers. It is important not to abuse soy. Despite being very nutritious and rich in protein, it is always advisable to accompany it with matcha tea, vegetables such as cabbage or some types of mushrooms such as shiitake, as they contain properties that help control excess estrogen. Number 10. Commercial sauces and dressings. Finally, commercial sauces and dressings often contain hidden sugars and fats that can sabotage your efforts to maintain a flat stomach. The Mayo Clinic reports that many commercial dressings and sauces are high in calories and unhealthy fats, which can contribute to weight gain. These products often contain high fructose corn syrup, which has been shown to increase appetite and promote fat storage. A study in the Journal of Nutrition suggests that high fructose corn syrup is a significant factor in the obesity epidemic. Make your own dressings at home using healthy ingredients like olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs. This allows you to control the quality and quantity of the ingredients you use. Remember, a drizzle of homemade goodness beats a flood of hidden sugars any day. Avoiding these 10 foods can significantly help you achieve and maintain a flat stomach. Remember, a healthy diet combined with regular exercise is key to overall well-being. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Let us know in the comments what your own tips are for maintaining a flat stomach. And remember, small changes can lead to big results. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.